there, so this is the October-November 2018 paper 0445 spec, and it's the fresh pizza question. So it's section A, so it's one that has to be done. And it says the lid of a pizza box is shown below. So it shows it as a regular octagon, and you've got arcs as well. It says complete a half-size view of the pizza box lid in the space provided to the right. So you've got to do the outline, the flag design on the lid, and the lettering. So it is a half size, so the first thing to do is to half all the measurements so that you don't go wrong. So that's 130, so that's going to be 65, 40, 20, 80, because half is 40 and 40. 150 is going to be 75. So the whole distance from here to here is 300, so that's going to be 150. We've got 210, which becomes 105. 45, which becomes 22.5, and 70, which becomes 35. So in the space, you can see half is a rectangle and then the half is a regular octagon. You can see the full size of the octagon from face to face is 150, so each half should be 75. The bottom half is quite easy. You're just extending this line up to here, so looking at the outside shape. So now we have to do an octagon. So to draw the octagon, you can use the square method. So extending these lines up. And these are 75 and it's 150 total, so it's going to be 75 from the centre up, because it's 75 and 75 will make 150. So measuring up here, 75, drawing horizontal, it's a bit close. Double checking your measurements, 75. So you've got the outside rectangle. Now to draw the octagon, you have to put your compass in the corner, go to the centre and draw your arc through the centre point. In each corner, there's only half, and it is a regular octagon. So checking it goes through the centre, and then from there, so you've got this length here, but you're going to have to do the other corners to get the rest of that length there. So in this corner, going through the centre, making sure it stays in the corner. And then that gives you your line for the outside. So that's the outside shape. You've got your outside shape here. So now we need to draw this section in the middle. So looking at it and breaking it down, you've got a distance before that vertical, which is 22.5. And you can see from here that the arcs, the tip of that arc is the bottom there. So an easy way to do that is just draw that across. So that's from the top to the bottom. And measuring in 22.5 from the outside edge. So we've got the outside lines. Drawing in a vertical. And then we've got 35 from that point to that point, so assuming they're the same, so measuring that in. As I've said before, sometimes the printouts that you download and print out can be a little bit different. So now you've divided that up. So now we need to put the arcs in. So the arcs are from the centre to that point there. So each time it's from the centre to the outside edge, from the centre line to the outside edge. And it says that the radius is 40. So set your compass to 40. So it's not, that distance is not 80, so you're going to have to mark out where you're going to put your compass. So for the arc going in that direction, you mark back from from where the points where the arc has to cross, so the arc crosses there and there, you put your point and mark it out, and then you use that to go from there to there. And the same at the bottom. So where the arc starts and ends, use it as your reference to mark your point for your compass. Put your compass there and draw that arc in. And it works the same way but on the opposite side. So the arc is going to go from here to here, so I need to mark it on the opposite side. Put my compass on there and then join that. And just double check you've got it in the right place so that it really joins those lines. And again on this side, so the arc goes from here to here, so I'm going to mark it on the other side using those points. And then putting the compass on that and marking that shape. So from here it's the lettering. So using the top and the bottom line of the lettering, and then the lettering, it just, you get one mark for putting in all the lettering, one mark for the font or style in proportion, one mark for the spacing and one mark for the height. So just checking this height and then having a look where, on the R, you can see there that it's the same level as the F. So what I would do is just draw that across because I know the bar for the R needs to be there. And for the A, so you're looking at relationships in between. The top of that section there is the bottom of the P. So we know that line there is going to be relevant. It's not always dividing it up. And then looking at the thickness of the lettering. So generally, these lettering are about 10 millimeters. And the spacing in between is about 2. So you're going to have to fit, might be a bit bigger here because R is quite a large letter. So marking in the F and putting in 2 millimeters spacing. And putting in your verticals, and then you can double check it. It's not a completely exact science, but that is 1 centimetre. So putting this in here, and then 2 millimeters. And this gives you guidance, so you're already picking up marks for getting the right height, the right spacing. And then the thickness of the lettering is 2. So you know with the R, you're going to have a vertical there. And then your R comes round and the bottom goes in here, because you can see from here. And then it comes out to here. So just double checking you're getting as close as possible to 2 millimeters and making it and then your A is going to be in the center. This is probably overdoing it, but I just find it easier. And then it's 2 millimeters on either side thickness, and it's going to be either side there. Marking that up to the top and then keeping it parallel up to there. And you know, actually, I'm going to give myself 2 millimeters here just as a guidance. And then doing this parallel, and they'll meet on the centre line. And this one here.